Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 25th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there. Hope everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Friday and Saturday. Also, take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisories. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer. And finally, we're going to take a look at the tropical weather outlook for the tropics at the end of this forecast cycle. Okay. If you're a new viewer, have not subscribed to my channel yet, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos. And I'm only 11 away now from 400. I need 11 more subscribers. If anybody can help me get 11 more, I will be at 400 subscribers. If somebody can help me get to 400, I'd greatly appreciate it. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. We're going to start off in the northeastern United States, and we're going to work our way around. Okay. Here we go. We got some rain showers over portions of northern Maine there as well. We got some shower and thunderstorm activity from Virginia back into Mississippi, through the Carolinas, Georgia, down into Florida and Florida Keys. There's that developing low pressure system that's going to wind up, move it inland over South Carolina and then into North Carolina by Sunday. It's going to bring a lot of rainfall to the Carolinas here, so I would not be surprised to see maybe a flash flood watch or a flood watch issue for portions of the Carolinas coming up, possibly for your Saturday, maybe into Sunday. So I just want to give everybody a heads up just in case. If your phone happen to go off and say a flood watch has been issued, or the National Weather Service consider issue a flood watch, there's a possibility that they may have to. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that. We got high pressure still in charge, pretty much central Maine down to New Hampshire, from Boston to New York down toward Washington D.C. and Philadelphia, back to Kentucky, but to Arkansas and Louisiana, portion of southern Alabama, Mississippi, and southwest Georgia, even over here around the Houston and Dallas, Texas area vicinity as well, all the way up into Minnesota, Wisconsin, Montreal, Canada, Toronto, Canada as well. High pressure is in charge, dominating you guys under fair conditions and pleasant temperatures. Also, we have shower and thunderstorm over southern Canada, back through North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, back in Oklahoma and Texas, through Colorado, back to Utah, Nevada, California, portion of Oregon and Washington State, around the Seattle area. In the yellow slashed area there's some severe weather possible for West Texas and eastern New Mexico. Also up here in portion of Wyoming and Montana as well. Also, we have some mixed precipitation over southern Montana and the portion of western Wyoming, northeastern Utah with some mixed precipitation. Also, just southwest of Denver, Colorado, got some mixed precipitation there as well. Also, over here in the mountain region of California, there may be some as well. High pressure still dominating the west coast of Washington State, Oregon, California, back in the southern Utah, Arizona, western Colorado, western New Mexico, and down into Mexico as well. San Francisco and Los Angeles as well. Fair conditions expected for your Friday. Okay, Saturday outlook, we got quiet conditions as high pressure dominates the northeastern United States from Maine to Pennsylvania, all the way down to Philadelphia, all the way into Ohio, into Indiana, back over to Minnesota, Wisconsin, down through eastern Kansas, Oklahoma, back down toward Dallas and the Houston, Texas area. Also back over to the Panhandle of Florida, even Georgia, west of Atlanta. You guys are in the high pressure dominating you guys. Kentucky as well. There's that big plume of moisture over portion of eastern Kentucky and the West Virginia, through the Carolinas, eastern Georgia, down into eastern Florida and South Florida as well. In the red slashed area over South and North Carolina, that's where the flash flooding is possible, and that's why I've been saying that there could be a little bit of could issue a flash flood watch or a flash flood warning possible for the Carolinas. So I'll have an update with that tomorrow in my forecast on YouTube here, but so stay tuned to that. Also, we got general thunderstorms expected over northern Mexico through Texas, back into Oklahoma, Kansas City, Colorado, back into North and South Dakota. Also back over to Montana, Wyoming, and also back over to Washington State, Oregon, California, Nevada, Utah as well. We're here just west of Denver and northwest of Denver as well. Mixed precipitation there. Also over northeastern Utah, over here in portion of Wyoming, southern Montana, and also a little bit over here in portion of Idaho, and a little bit down there still in central and southern California as well with mixed precipitation. High pressure still in charge from near Vancouver, Canada, back through western Washington State, Oregon, California, back into southern Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and down into Mexico for your Saturday. Alrighty, here's a look at the weather radar across the nation. There's that shower activity up here in just northern Maine. Maybe a little bit of snow mixed in up there as well. Over in the southeast Canada. There's that developing low pressure system down here off the coast of the Carolinas and Florida, bringing shower and thunderstorm activity for central and southern Florida. Yeah, there was a tornado reported down here in southern Florida today as well. Also, we'll get to that in a minute in the Storm Prediction Center overview. Storm report when we get to it. We got shower and thunderstorm over the Bahamas, also down in Cuba, also some down around Puerto Rico. Like I said, offshore of the Carolina coast, back in the coastal plains of South Carolina and outer banks of North Carolina, southeast North Carolina, up around Charlotte, might be getting a few showers there as well. Also up here around Virginia as well, in the portion of Tennessee. Got some scattered activity in the Gulf of Mexico there as well. Also, we have some scattered activity over Mexico and also back into Texas, all the way through Oklahoma. Also in Kansas and Nebraska. Also in New Mexico, Colorado, with more scattered activity all the way from Colorado back to Nevada and California. Also back into portion of Washington State, Oregon, Montana, back in Idaho. Also portions of North and South Dakota, southern Canada as well. Also, we have some scattered showers around the Hawaiian chain islands there as well. It's also over the central and south parts of Alaska. Got some scattered shower, maybe a snow shower or two. And the radar site is still down in Guam because of that hurricane with barreled across that area with they still have no power in that island chain there as well. Alright, let's take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisories map for your location. As you can see, we got frost advisories extending from portions of western Maine back through New Hampshire, Vermont, down into New York, all the way down into portions of northern portions of Pennsylvania. Also, again, over here in much of Michigan as well. Also over here in northeastern Wisconsin. Also in the portions of Minnesota as well. Got some beach weather statements there for the beaches there. Northeastern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin. Got some freeze warnings also in effect for portions of northern Michigan and also northeast Wisconsin as well. We got some beach statements down here along the Carolina coast. Also got a lake wind advisory for the county down here in South Carolina. It should be around Lake Marion, or well, Lake Moultrie that is. Also, we still got a flash flood watch in effect for northwestern Mississippi. Also over here in portion of eastern portion of Montana. Also in the eastern California and much of Nevada as well. We got some hydro issues also in effect for portions of Idaho. Also got some river flooding going on in portions of Montana, back into portions of North and South Dakota. Also into portions of Colorado, Utah as well, and also in Arizona. Also got a few flood advisories over portions of Oklahoma. Got a severe thunderstorm warning right along the Oklahoma-Texas border there as well. Also got plenty of flash flood warnings in effect for a couple counties there in portions of New Mexico, Colorado, and also over in portions of Kansas. We got a few severe thunderstorm warnings also in effect for southeast Montana, over here in the portions of Wyoming, and also southern Idaho as well. Special weather statements there in California, New Mexico, and Arizona. Got a few wind advisories over southern California there as well. Still got those special weather statements and flash flood watches in effect for Alaska and the northern islands of the Hawaii and Chain Island. Looks good. South side still got some gale warnings in effect there. Got a severe thunderstorm watch also in effect for the southwestern portion of Texas and western Texas as well, with a few severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing there as well. And there's some gale warnings in effect for the Carolina coastal areas where that low pressure system is located. Alrighty, let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview forecast for today. We have that marginal risk over here in Montana, back in the portion of North and South Dakota. Also, Colorado got a few slight risks of severe weather over here in New Mexico and portions of the Panhandle of Texas. Also down here in portions of southern and southwestern Texas as well. General thunderstorms over central and southern Florida for severe weather. General thunderstorms expected from Texas all the way into portions of Montana, Washington State, also over toward California as well. You can see that a little better without the radar view on. You can see there's the general thunderstorm, like I said, from Texas to Montana, over to Washington State, California, down here in central southern Florida, and Outer Banks in North Carolina. There's that marginal slight risk over Texas to Colorado, and marginal risk up here in portions of Montana as well. The watches, there's that severe thunderstorm watch seen there over here in southwestern Texas, or western Texas that is. That is a severe thunderstorm watch. The MDS discussion, they are concerning maybe a severe thunderstorm watch may have to be issued up here as well for some severe weather. So would not be surprised to see a severe thunderstorm watch issued right there as well from the Storm Prediction Center. Okay. Now here's a look at the storm reports for today. You can see we have one tornado report. That's the one I was talking about. Down here in Florida, down here now around Miami area. Also, we have one high wind report that was over here in Texas. We had a large hail report, 7. One was large. Pretty much the hail report was over here in New Mexico, over here in Colorado, and also over here in the total number to number 9. So as of this current recording, we have one tornado report, one hail report, zero high wind report, 7 hail report, 1 was large, so that brought a total number to 9 as of this current recording. Just wanted to let everybody know that. Alright, let's take a look at the fire weather. We still got some elevated fire weather risk over here in portions of New Mexico. So if you over here in this area here, do not burn, because they can escape quickly and out of control burns. Alright, now finally let's wrap up the video with the tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see, this was at 2 p.m. this afternoon. They marked the X spot here just east of Florida. 10% chance for development. Also 10% chance for the next 7 days as well. This is for the next 48 hours. This is for the next 7 days. Let's read the discussion. Southwest Atlantic, disorganized shower and thunderstorm off the coast of the southeastern United States are associated with a front and a trough of low pressure. A non-tropical area of low pressure is expected to form along the frontal boundary within the next day or so. The system appears unlikely to become a subtropical or tropical cyclone, since it is forecast to remain frontal while moving generally northward and inland over the Carolinas this weekend. Regardless, the system is likely to bring dangerous surf and rip current conditions along portions of the southeastern United States late this weekend and into the weekend. Late this week and into the weekend. Heavy rainfall is also expected in portions of the Carolina, with hazardous marine conditions expected over the coastal and offshore waters, where gale warnings are in effect. For more information, see products from your local National Weather Service office and high seas forecasts issued by the National Weather Service office as well. Formation chance through 48 hours is low, 10%. Formation chance through 7 days is low at 10%. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and we will catch you back in the next one.